Well, though the game has attempted to try to kill me, which you can't do, though I've run out of water, and I have no interior place to start a fire here, being in the place I'm at means that I can still run out in a blizzard and take care of business if I need to. It's not what you want to do, but, you know, at some point, when you have no water, you have to go get a place to make water. Yeah, I knew the harshest part was over. So, I've checked the cabinet, so there's nothing in there. Ate up all my food, drank all my water. Now, of course, this is one of those huts that you sometimes can't get to, depending on what the wolves are doing. Or the bear. And of course, this is the one that's likely to have the rope in it.
This will come in handy.
And now I can fix some clothing, which is good. Now, of course, this would be the moment when you want to try to make it to Quonset. Or if nothing else, that one house, which is really nice. Because it does have I missed this? I suppose it does have I think it has a fireplace inside. But when you get over there, then you realize that the wolves are there. And you're kind of trapped. But then there may be some good stuff over there that would really be useful to you. That's the hard thing about leaving some places unlooked at. But the chances getting attacked is really high. You end up just wanting to work your way across simply because, as the day wears on, not knowing what it is for sure you're dealing with could leave you in a position of needing to get into an enclosed space. So, quite often, it may be better just to move along. If you're gonna go investigate certain places, you may need to go find refuge somewhere else first. Just to ensure that you don't have
So hungry.
a large loss of condition in the process of going to more hazardous areas. That's the way I look at it. Of course, you know, those hazardous areas can oftentimes be your greatest benefit if you can manage to get in and get out. Get what you came for. But getting across here to the fishing village is usually an important step because, see, there's one. I don't know. It's hard to say. Quonset is so unpredictable as far as wolf spawns. You're almost certain to have a wolf. Period.
This stuff will come in handy. Oh, lucky day.
I'm going to leave it open. You don't know if the wolf is going to be in a bad spot or not, but
So cold. So cold.
many times he is. You're never satisfied with just making it to the house. You got to try to make it across the street. And these wolves over here typically only go so far and they're going to turn back. It's just oddly enough, this ends up becoming a condition loss situation, just getting across the ice. You wouldn't think, you know? You could imagine you could do this without losing hardly any condition, but yeah, we have a trio, it looks like. But it's not like you can take the shortest distance.
I'll take it.
You know the wolves are going to show up. Even if it's just two, they're going to show up. So my typical course of action is to come across here anyway. Because if I do happen to get resources here, I'm better off having them and then trying to go on a trek. Now, there would have been a perfect opportunity to get a deer, run into a wolf, but I'm just, I'm too vulnerable. Have wood with me.
I think I can use this.
Not an interloper. You have to be quick about it and decisive and just decide to do it. I guess they have permanently taken the wolf away from that spot. I thought I saw him for a second. You never know when this bear is going to be coming down. It's a complete mystery. And probably should go check the table first. Let me run in through this. Grab what I can. Immediately. Because we still have to go make some water pretty quickly. Either way. I just wanted to get down here so I know I have a safe place to run into when the blizzard starts. Alright. And we can grab cloth momentarily. I have a couple pieces. We will be running this sewing kit into the ground, obviously.
Whew, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
There is nothing underneath that bench. I'm not missing a hammer. That would be so nice if it did that to me. Not this time. No hammer for you. None. And I know I'm getting dangerously low on the water. Do I have any? No. And they're to, you know, possibly toxic, but I'm not going to worry.
What have we here?
Give me a little bit of warmth there.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
We're using the daylight to our advantage to loot these places, okay? You know you want what's in here. Not that there's much in here. But we're still going to look. One more spot, real quick. Did we already do this? Yes, we did. All right, let's get our pieces of cloth. All right. At least I have a can. Well, I have 2 cans.
I need a drink.
The only problem is I can only use one at a time. Unless I start an outdoor fire. But you know what that means. I'd rather just start an indoor fire and know that I can continue on with it. Be nice to be able to fish, but not yet. Not yet. But this is where fire starting skill comes in, right?
Come on, little fire.
I mean, it's a cool mechanic that you start off at 1, makes it difficult. But if I'm going to Hush River Valley, all the skills I could possibly have on Interloper, really, see, and it's no guarantee. All the possible skills are not going to really make much difference. It's going to be tough. Now, just playing the regular game is like a cakewalk compared to that place. Because if you're going to resign yourself to just being in River Valley at all, wow. The least little bit of unpreparedness is going to leave you dead. If you don't have a bedroll, I just don't see you making it there. Even with a bedroll,
Oh, yeah.
you're not going to make it there. So, you know. Or can I right-click on that? No. That would be nice if I could right-click on the burner and it would immediately bring me to a can. Two hours, right? That means I can pass the time. Right? Some hot water. I ought to get a warmth bonus off of that. Right? Hot water? I would think. Alright, well, let's see.
I never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Now, does that not give me the pork and bean can as a can? I've got two, so it doesn't really matter. So it's not really a big deal. I think it's gonna give me the can though once it's used. Okay. No, I just have one can? Because I found, or I guess, no, that's the other can. I thought I had one can coming in and I just found another can, so. Alright, that's not going to give me much. That's 600. Yeah. Barely, huh? Barely.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, that doesn't, without that pot, that's a little tough there. That is a little tough. Yeah, so that used up a lot of calories just to do that. Of course, the pot would take longer and it would use even more calories, so that's pretty tough. So we're just gonna have to
This gear.
go for it. 0.4. Wow, that's let's see, 55.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
We have no choice. We're just going to have to capitalize for right now as best we can on this fire and just go with it. If this is going to be a really nice starry night. This may be a perfect opportunity without wind. I don't know. Let's at least consider running a deer into a wolf if it'll work. Let's see what we have for possibilities. I mean, I still may have to just jump up here and jackrabbit to take a look because, you know, I need to know.
If the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Kind of bothers me I don't see the wolf out there, but I don't necessarily think he's up top. Where are all my deer? Yeah, I don't like it when all the deer spawn down there. Makes me feel like I have to, well, if nothing else, let me run up here, check, and if I still have a nice night, I can come back out and kind of go down the side over there and kind of come behind the deer. Nothing else, just to get them down this way so I could maybe utilize them. They're too far away. I should have run some down this way to begin with.
I need to lay down.
I don't want to get too carried away, like throwing stones at bunnies right this moment. Let's at least get in here and take a look. I'm not optimistic. Oftentimes jackrabbit is just devoid. All I need is like a box of crackers and I'd be in good shape. It's almost like they have to give you at least one food item. Not that they're gonna make you sweat for it, though. That's as far as it opens. Alright. Come on, one food item.
Yep, I could definitely use this.
That's my one food item I'm gonna get. That's really just not acceptable to me. That's 900 calories, though. That's a night's sleep and a full recovery altogether. I'm not gonna complain about that. And I can top off my water supply. And tomorrow, when there's light, I can take a quick look around. But I don't really think I've missed anything. That's not uncommon.
Mouth so dry.
I wish it was uncommon. I wish there was more to find up here. I guess it's just too easy to get to. So they're not going to give it to you. I guess it's like, we took the wolf away. Quit complaining. No. No. Just the water. Thank you. So I suppose at this point, this is one of those, now you just get out after this. Then, of course, once you don't have any food, then it can easily just throw you the blizzard, you know. So that's it. Of course, I had a blizzard during the day the last time, so I can go one more. We'll take it. See how. Yeah, that's the problem. Of course, it's frozen outside. It will be frozen outside. So we're just gonna have to run around with a stomach that's like an empty pit and live with it. Doesn't sound like the wind's howling out there. So that's wonderful. Got plenty of cloth down at the fishing village, but you know, if our attention gets directed elsewhere, let's just have it. Anything obvious like a pot? No. Or a can opener? Or anything we missed? Doesn't appear to be so. No, I don't see anything. And there's not usually anything under here in Interloper. They're not nearly that kind. It can happen, but you know, not typically. So let's look at the wind. Well, we could say that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes they would turn around, but for whatever reason on Jackrabbit, they seem to make this little rock excursion thing, and you just can't. You just. There you go. I was hoping you'd change your mind. Of course, depends on how he wants to change his mind. Oh, great. You're gonna float, huh? Well, that's really cool. That's just very interesting strategy you adopted there. I wasn't aware of that one. That's new. The floating bunny, huh? I can't really do anything with the floating bunny. If bunnies can float, then I'm kind of out of luck. If they can float and teleport, then I'm probably not gonna be able to get one. What I really want It's for these deer to be in a better spot. Now, of course, yeah. Be nice if I could find a fire striker, but once again, that's a bit of a rarity. Always hoping that the fog will lift a bit. Because, of course, running a deer into a wolf in the fog is a whole nother matter.
Can't feel my hands.
And I did bypass this this fishing hut. And actually, the bunnies are easier to get down here. All in all. Or did I grab this? No.
This'll come
Oh,
in
yeah.
handy.
You never know. Some of the best things in the world are found in fishing huts. Of course, you know, you're more inclined to draw attention to yourself down here with the wildlife. We never know when he's going to turn around, so. Yeah, you almost, you know, to tell you the truth, just for the sake of expediency, because the wind's not blowing. I don't know when the wind is going to start blowing. But I want you guys down in my area. All of you. Or most of you. That's the problem with that. Now, sometimes there is a wolf in this area that I can catch. But he's more likely to be a rogue by himself. So I'm not against working this area for a moment. As long as I don't get crazy with it and run myself into a wolf. Well, at least I got another one going that way. And this guy will run over the logs and such. Okay. So I've gotten this guy's attention. It's not a place I like to be, but if he's the only guy that's going to hang around on this side of the log sort, I will certainly be glad to give him a little taste of deer meat. Because I know there's 3 on the other side, so... Sometimes it's not possible to do. But it's necessary. I mean, even no matter what I do with this deer meat, I need some meat. I need some sustenance, so there's no sense in me just assuming that I'm gonna find something useful. So it's just better for me, even if the wind comes up, even if I have to grab 2 pieces and run to a you know, a fishing hut or something. That's the only problem with this trailer. There's no place to cook. So, if the wind decides to do the, you know, to ruin my day here, obviously I can deal with the wolf as long as the wind doesn't come up. Come on, give me a spot. And this is the thing, when you run the deer into the wolf, of course, you have a thawed out deer.
Come on, little fire.
If you start a fire by the deer, you continue to have a thawed out deer that you can harvest by hand. But it's all comes down to the wind. And when the fog lifts, you know what happens. So that's the problem. So just want to get enough to cook. That may be all I get. And if that's all I get, that's all I get. Oh, this is good though. Look at that. This is funny. How about that? Look at that. Isn't that horrible? It just makes it so much worse, right? For the wolf. Look at that, dude. I am cooking right in front of you. What, do you think you're going to kind of come up behind me and sneak behind me? Is that what you're doing? So he did move along, but not like... Where is he going? "41 minutes until ready." Can he come up behind me? Oh wait, how much time do I have my fire? "37 minutes.
I eat anything right now.
59. Let's get it in your stomach. Better than having a draw for the wolf. Wow. Hour and 26, huh? So this is something you want to do during the day. You could easily catch yourself out here in the middle of the night, huh? I know, I'm sorry. I'm doing it right here in front of you, huh? You must really hate me. Yeah, let's do this from the other direction. I think I feel better. That's something you never knew. You know, when you were in the middle of cooking and doing all the harvesting, you never quite knew where he was, especially in the fog like that. Doesn't that smell lovely? That smells great, doesn't it? You wish. You wish. Definitely want to be keeping track of your fire. $143. Keep track of your fire, keep track of the wolf. Hour and 37. Wow. I cannot believe that the wind has allowed me to do this. And I may be able to just take the road and get back without those wolves getting me. I don't know. They're pretty close up, though. I may have to just run out of here and take the long distance route. You know? I don't see him, so gonna make it a little tough. 52. Hour and 56. Hour 13. Hour 12. Have to go for the one gut, though. I just have to do it. Hour 48. $30. 1 hour. Hour and 14. Hour 46. $45. 28 minutes. Youch. That's not a nice, that's not nice weather at all. Wow. It's gonna make me pay for this one, isn't it?
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
I'm gonna have to call it here.